Okay, so let's now discuss the part 2 of our lesson 7, identifying the possessive forms of nouns. Okay, so here we will talk about possessive form of plural nouns because there are these things that you have to remember when changing plural nouns into its possessive form. So first is the possessive form of a plural noun that ends in S is formed by adding an apostrophe to the name of the owner. The noun is already in plural form. It means that it already ends in S. Then you don't have to add S anymore because it already ends in S. You just have to add apostrophe. Okay? If it's a regular form of noun that ends in S. So later, I will show you some examples on how to do this one. Another thing that you have to remember is for irregular nouns that change spelling when pluralized and do not end in S, we add an apostrophe and an S at the end of the owner or the noun. Okay? So there are some words, like for example, men. Okay? Men is a plural form of noun, but it doesn't end with letter S, right? So if that's the case, then you have to add apostrophe at the end of the word men, and then you have to add S. So if you're talking about clothes, okay, clothes of men, you can say men's clothes. Okay, so men apostrophe S plus the thing that the men own, which is clothes. So men's clothes. Okay, for our first example, we have students. Students is already a plural form of noun. It's a plural form of noun. That's why it ends with letter S. As you can see here, we only added apostrophe. Okay, apostrophe only. So it becomes students' books. Okay, kids. So for our second example, we have here mice. Okay, so since mice is in irregular form, the plural form of mouse is mice, which is an irregular form because it changed its spelling. It doesn't have letter S at the end of the word mice. So what we did is we added apostrophe then S at the end of the word mice to change it from the regular noun phrase to its possessive form. So it becomes mice's whiskers. Okay, mice's whiskers. So we added apostrophe S at the end of the word mice. Okay, kids, for our third example, we have athletes. Okay, athletes. So since the word athletes end with the letter S already, we don't have to add S anymore. So we just added apostrophe. Okay, so athletes, apostrophe, medals. Because the athletes own the medals. Okay, so medals of athletes becomes athletes' medals. Okay, so let's practice more about this step in changing plural nouns into its possessive form. So let's have a short practice. Okay, so again, you have to write the correct possessive form of the following nouns. So we have cribs of the babies, shirts of the men, tails of the monkeys, cars of the guests. Okay? Okay, so now let's start answering. Let's go first to the cribs of the babies. Since the noun here is babies, which is already plural form, and it already has S, we didn't add anything except for the apostrophe. So we only added apostrophe. So you can see here. Okay? Apostrophe only. Next, we have here shirts of the men. Okay, so since men is in plural form, but it doesn't have S at the end, we have to add apostrophe S. Men's shirts. Okay, so let me point that one out so it will be clear for you. So for babies, we only added apostrophe. Okay, for men, we added apostrophe S since it doesn't have letter S at the end of the word. Okay? So for the tails of the monkeys, we have monkey's tails. Since this one already has S at the end, we added only apostrophe. Okay? Apostrophe only. And then for the last example, we have cars of the guests. So since this one already has S at the end, we only added apostrophe as well. Guests, cars. Okay? So is everything clear? Now let's go to another type of possessive form, or another way of changing noun phrases to possessive form. So possessive form of a noun that is non-living. It means non-living things. Okay? So the possessive form of a noun that is non-living is formed using the of phrase, hence it will not change. So this is the easiest one because you will just copy what is given in the worksheet or in the activity for you. Since non-living things are things that doesn't move, or they don't talk, or they don't live, of course they cannot own things because they are non-living things. They are the same as other things. So if you are given, like for example, this jacket, and you're talking about the zipper of the jacket, then you will just say zipper of the jacket. You don't have to do anything, just say zipper of the jacket. For example, you are talking about a bicycle and you're talking about the wheels of the bicycle. So just say wheels of the bicycle. So no need to add anything or no need to change anything. So for the hands of the clock, since it's part of the clock and it's a non-living thing, you will just say hands of the clock, nothing else. Okay, so let's practice in doing this one. And this one, like what I told you a while ago, it's very easy. Let's have a short practice. So you have to write the correct possessive form of the following nouns: bulb of the lamp, lid of the pan, scent of the perfume, color of the dress. So all of these nouns are non-living things. So how do you change them from noun phrases to possessive form of nouns? Okay, so just copy them. Bulb of the lamp is still bulb of the lamp. Lid of the pan is still lid of the pan. Okay, so scent of the perfume is still scent of the perfume. Color of the dress is still color of the dress. Okay, so everything stays the same, nothing is changed, so you just have to copy them as they are. Okay? Is everything clear? Did you understand our lesson? So if you didn't understand our lesson, just go back to the slides that I also uploaded in our Google Classroom, or you can watch again this video. You can watch the part 1 of this video, this part 2, and then watch it until you understand the lesson. But if you still have questions, no problem. You still have live classes, and you can comment or post your questions in our Google Classroom. Understood? Now, I want you to go to your Google Classroom because there I uploaded some activities that you have to answer regarding this noun phrases changing to possessive forms. Okay? So I want you to answer them, and I know you can do this. I believe in you. You can do it. Okay? So until our next lesson, do your activities and stay safe. Bye!